It's time for Grapow Review with your host, Grapow.
Do you know Timo Tolkki?
Yes, of course. Of Stratovarius.
Should I let him in on the call?
Yeah, well, he wants to join us or what?
I do a podcast with him every week.
Oh, really?
Yes, and he's calling me now. I told him to do a podcast an hour ago, and he's late. So
if he wants to join, I think Timo still know me. I was doing Munich one day sound for Stratovarius.
Oh, really?
And when his sound guy, he had problems or was health problems, so I mixed him.
Ah, all right. Well, I'll add him. Let's see what happens. This will be an interesting interview.
Yeah, actually, you want to join him or what?
Yeah, why not? I don't care.
Okay.
You're on mute.
Right?
Yeah. Timo, how are you doing, perkele?
Perkele, saatana, vittu, jumalauta.
Jaha, vittu, satana.
Saatana, vittu. Vittu,
Timo,
saatana, perkele.
You remember me, the friend of Jari Kainulainen?
I only see your forehead, so I don't know who you are. Oh, I do remember you, yeah. Of course.
Oh, I was. I'm working also with AC and with Jörg Zaske.
Really?
Yes, of course. I'm the booking agent. On All Access.
How is AC doing?
Well, AC is at the moment in South America, right?
Okay.
So he's planning some stuff because Halloween is heading out soon, right? And
yes.
Yeah, well, and I'm doing now here an interview with Wayne because I'm heading out next week with Hammerfall, right?
Really? Oh, I did some gigs with the Hammerfall in I think September in Colombia.
Ah, yeah, you played together, right?
Yeah, like 5 shows. I supported them, but in the end they supported me. Yeah. Some night Joachim said, "Okay, Timo, you play after us because it's your crowd." So it's like happened, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, well, doesn't matter, but it's nice to meet you again. It's a long time ago. We met when it was I think 2006, where your sound guy in Munich had problems with the ears, and I did your mix in the backstage.
Yeah, I remember that. Well, he's fucking deaf. He's fucking deaf anyway. So. He
told me in Tampere, I think I was there with Creator, with Mille, and he said, "Well, Mario, I don't mix with earplugs because with 50 I don't want to hear anything anymore."
Yeah, exactly.
You see the fucking Perkele Tolkki, he wants to do a new project. I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure he does. Yeah,
I'm making a new album.
Right now as we speak.
Yes.
You don't even have a guitar.
So you're done already?
No, I'm just starting.
Okay. Yeah, Tolkki, when we are touring together with Sirius Black and Stratovarius?
Well, we have a plan to make Strato United in maybe 3 years.
Yeah, okay. This would be awesome. So Kainulainen is also invited, right?
Of course.
Yes, yeah. This would be great because with Sirius Black, you know, we are going now with Hammerfall. We have already in Europe we have a very good crowd between 200 till 550, and now with the Hammerfall tour, I think we will get up the next level, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's cool. So the popularity is getting more, I would imagine, right? With Sirius Black.
Yeah, of course. You know, we are the new album is expected in the top 30 here in Germany, and we are working really hard, right? And
okay,
So this is going in a well way, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been listening to it the last couple of days. It's really good. I really like it a lot. It's a little bit different from the other 3 albums.
Yes, because I was the sound engineer. That's the point.
You were?
Me.
Really? Oh.
Yes, I built a house, and in the bottom of the house, it's I built a 50 square meters high-end studio, right, with tube
Nice.
desk and stuff like this, and old microphones from the 80s, right? So the tube
Cool.
ones and stuff like this.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. I sent you later because now I have your Skype address. I think I send you later some pictures.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Very cool.
Nice.
So what was the reason for like changing up the sound of the band a little bit?
Oh, well, for me it was like this, you know, when you are when we were recording, right? The last 2 albums were a little bit how I should say it were a little bit more rocky, right?
Mhm.
And now I wanted to get back in the heavy metal way.
Yeah.
And we wrote the songs, you know, and I like it to to have the rawness. The rawness makes metal, right? So when
Yeah.
into Dream Theater, for example, the guitars are, or the Charlie Bauernfeind productions. Of course, Charlie is a really good engineer.
Yeah.
But it's he put this much compression on the guitars, you know, that it's one level.
Yeah.
They can't breathe anymore.
We had a lot of fights. We had a lot of fights with Charlie about digital versus analog.
Yeah, well, of course, you know, but I record, if you want to know, with a good old TLA tube desk, right?
Yes, yeah,
So
great.
you have and the rectifiers and the angles and
Yes.
Tube is tube, and this
Yes.
and nothing compare with it, right?
No, of course. I have my mic is I have manually reference cardioid.
Ah, cool.
And I changed the telephone and the capsule, so it's like €6,000 mic.
Yeah, that's also great. Also, the all cut microphones, if you remember them.
Yeah, I remember them. Yeah, this is a mic that Max Martin used with Britney Spears.
Really?
Yeah, when he had the K-Ron in Stockholm, he had like 11 rooms with 11 reference manleys writing songs for him. Now he's in LA, Max. Okay. You know that he wrote "It's My Life."
Yeah. It's Swedish guy, right?
Yeah, and he his theory is that you have to recognize the song in 4 seconds. So what is that? Do do do. It's like 3 notes. And you know instantly what song it is.
Instantly, yep.
Yeah. Instantly.
That's good though, you know.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
So I learned a lot from this guy, you know, because my music is actually, my melodies, as you know, they're very simple. It's like 7, 8 notes maximum in the whole song.
Yeah, well, but this is what a song needs, you know. You don't need so much tunes and notes and whatever.
No.
You know, the best songs of the world you can play on the fireplace, and that's
exactly
the thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
When you can whistle a song, then you did something right.
Yeah, and if you can play the melody with the piano with 1 finger, then you know you have it.
Yeah, because you had just 1 left, Timo.
Yeah, I know, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I do have 1 left. Yeah, exactly. The fucking way. Yeah.
So the concept of the album, who came up with that? That was all Urban's idea. Did that come first before the music?
Oh, well, actually, we were talking about the Sweet 226, right, in the beginning, and we wanted to show, you know, the story of the album. It's actually not a concept album. So we just choose the thematic or the subject, psycho, right? So an old asylum and stuff like this. And then we said, okay, let's write. This was the first thoughts, right? Let's write about a guy who is sitting since many years in an old asylum, and what is rotten? He's sitting in his panic room, and he's thinking, actually, that he's the king, that the asylum is a palace, right?
Oh, okay.
And on the other side, but the poor guy is sitting in the panic room, but on the other side, the schizophrenic is coming from hell, right? So he's catched in 3 different worlds, right?
Okay.
And then the starting was, right, when we write about psychoness and illness, and then we said, well, what today is going on with burnout, with depressions, with schizophrenic sins, panic attacks, right? So we included this as well in the album, right? So, and then we go to bibliotheques. Bibliotheques is the right word, where you can rent books,
Oh, okay. Yep.
Then we go back in the Second World War, what, for example, Mengele was doing, right?
Yeah.
With human people, and we went back in the 17th or 18th century when they started, to cut heads into pieces, what's going on in the brain and stuff like this. And this was actually really, really, really hard stuff to suffer, right? Because when you think what they were doing in the Second World War to people, this was really, really crazy and scary. We were scared, right?
Yeah.
And some of us. Some of us served it in a very good way, and for example, Urban, Timo, I know you know Urban Breeze, right?
Yes.
From Ted Morris.
Yes.
He's a very characteristic singer, right?
Yes.
And it's he was diving so deep in this subject, right?
Yeah.
That he really had problems, because as singer you have to give the full emotions, what you're writing, what you bring on paper, right?
Of course.
You have to bring in the lyrics and the feelings when you sing, and this was maybe a little bit too deep, because this was the reason why the CD or the record was finished late. Because Urban really had to stop for 5 weeks, because he was so damaged in the head that he said how people can do this to other people, and what is the reason for it? Is it satisfying in a sexual way? Is it just cruelness or whatever? So it was really, really fucking hard to him.
Wow. Wow. So he got really, really deep into all the research and stuff for this. That's pretty cool.
This was horrible. This was we had 6 weeks no contact to Urban, because he said, I can't suffer it anymore.
Wow. Fuck. So there won't be a second part of this.
Yes.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
The good thing, this was the bad side. The good thing is that we as band, we are still making researches about the subject, what we are writing for, and bring in our whole emotion and no-leg and stuff like this, know. What we going on it for the best example, Sabaton. They have the Second World War and the wars and stuff like this, but this is made in a very good way. But the most power metal bands or something like this, they're doing it like this, that they just bring something to the paper. Let's write about the Vietnam War or whatever. They said, the tank is coming and the rocket is going in, or the next is then the the miracle bands or fantasy bands. Well, there was a dragon flying high in the sky, and then it was a dwarf there, and the dwarf with the axe, he's cutting his head into pieces. So we are the different stuff of it. When we are writing about a subject, we really want to know what's going on. And this is, I think, really placed in a lovely way, right? Because we want to be perfect to people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're dealing with like daily what's going on now with people, which is good. Especially like with the last album too. You guys did an album about magic. Not too many bands. I had Urban on the show a few months back. Not too many bands have done albums about magic.
Yeah, well, on the last album, on the Magic album, this was also really cool stuff. We told a story from the first album, from the first song till the last song, right? So each song was actually a chapter of the book, and we released also a book with the whole story inside, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this was really much work. It's starting that a magician is going out of his town, right, and he's coming to a town we called Caldwell Town, and there was a witch. She was a white witch in the beginning, and she turned into the black. Into the black magic stuff, and then he was fighting against him, and about tarot cards. He was on a what means Hellseer, a wife who is giving the tarot cards, reading out of it and stuff like this. We did there a special box. Including a witch board, what was designed with Sirius Black, and there were tarot cards also in it, and this was a really, really cool story as well, right?
Yeah. What is your record label?
Yes,
what is your record label?
See,
we are on AFM Records.
AFM, they still exist?
Yeah, of course. And they are big.
Okay.
Actually, I threw a picture. I met Urban like way back in the day when he played with Tad Morose.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I need a label for my album.
Man, this is cool. It came a lot of shit.
Yeah, Wayne, show it to Timo.
The album? See that? Look at that, Timo. This is what a real box set looks like.
Okay.
Bonus tracks.
Very nice. Very nice.
Extra CD. This is all unplugged stuff, right?
Okay.
Just the cards.
Okay. Wow.
And then the what do you call it? The Ouija board thing.
Ouija board, yeah.
Yeah.
Ouija board thing.
The book.
Fuck.
The story. And then the poster. Not poster. The Ouija board itself.
Fuck. So how much do you pay for that? How much does it cost?
I don't remember.
It costs 45 euros, I think, right?
Okay.
It didn't matter to me. I saw who it was. I bought it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Timo, a question. So, AFM.
That wasn't
AFM,
me. They're not far. That wasn't the thing.
AFM is existing. They bought also Massacre and Draka records. So they are really at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, they're still going. They're still around. Why, you
Yeah.
shopping for a new label?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Check out AFM.
Okay.
They're still around.
Who's the contact? Who's the main guy?
Yeah, Niels Wass.
Okay, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I gotta send them some demos then. When I make the demos finally.
I can help you with this, but then we are touring together. Stratovarius. Let's make the S tour. Sirius Black and Stratovarius.
Why not? Why not?
That'd be a good idea. Very
Yeah.
good idea.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't plan any of this, and I just made up a whole new tour. Thank you.
Yeah.
Everybody can thank me.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome, everybody.
It would be fucking big tour, man.
Yeah. It would
Yeah,
be
well,
a tour.
this would be not. I think this would be not bad. I think the package would fit, and Jörg Michael is anyway booking the booker for you, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. You see, we are on the same company as well with Nine Lives.
Yeah. Jörg doesn't play anymore though. He stopped. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Jörg Michael is the tour manager on the Hammerfall tour now.
Yes, I know. I know he's doing that.
Any plans to come to the U.S. at all?
Well, I'm planning, of course, to come to the US because this is the only place where I never did a tour as as musician, right?
Yeah.
I was on many tours as sound engineer for Camelot, for Blind Guardian, for Leaf Size and stuff like this. But of course, for playing, we just played the prog power, right?
Yeah.
So, but I was never touring in the US by myself as musician, right? So this is something like a dream come true for me, right? Yeah.
Really? Okay, cool. Hopefully, if you ever make it to
but fucking touring in the US, right? It's fucking expensive, and this is the point.
Yeah.
We made a tour in 2006 with Strato in the States. It was pretty long tour as well. And I think it was like 20 gigs or something.
Yeah. Well.
Some of the gigs were really in a really small places. I remember one was in Saskatoon. I remember. Saskatchewan. I always remember this because I bought this what the fuck is tractor shirt? It's like this green. How do you call it? Like
John Deere.
Yeah, John Deere. Yeah. So I went to LA. I had in Sunset Boulevard. I had the John Deere shirt. I was wondering why the fuck everybody's laughing to me. Like, yeah, that's really weird. Yeah, yeah. We played the Key Club next to the Rainbow.
The worst show what I was in a club with Leaf Size, I think, and there was one girl there, but this was actually the best show I ever saw in my life, because it was $60 per head.
Really?
Because she bought one jacket and one T-shirt and one CD, so it was $60, and she was the only person on this concert. So I never had a better average of merch.
That's a good attitude.
Like when you guys first got together and everything, like how did you get involved with talking to Roland Grapow?
Well, the point was this was actually really funny, you know, with Sirius Black, because we were friends since a very, very fucking long time, right? And I worked for Grapow, for Masterplan, as sound engineer, right? Okay. Because I was also the booking agent of Masterplan, right?
Yeah.
And then we were in Spain, and the sun was shining, and suddenly the clouds were opening, and a ray of light was coming down, and then we meet each other in a festival in Spain, and then we said, okay, let's fucking do a band, because this is a sign of God. And so we founded Sirius Black. So it was actually the shortened story, you know. It was really strange. And 3 weeks later, we were already in my studio in Munich, right?
Yeah.
Wow,
that's cool. So
but the crazy thing was then, you know, I was working for All Access, right? Mm-hmm. Hammerfall recognized that there is a band or something going on, right? Mm-hmm. And they said, yeah, well, we like the demos, and come with us on tour. This was 2015, right?
Yeah.
And they said, but we need to announce you in 2 weeks. So find a name. You need a record deal. You need a name, a homepage, and stuff like this. And then we had a list, I think, with 200 band names, and all stupid ones, right? Yeah, Astronomicon and whatever. And the crazy thing was, in this evening, right? There was a movie in the TV, so Harry Potter. Yeah. So and. Then Thoman Stauch, you know him also, Timo.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I know him. Yeah.
He came up and he said, "Wow, sadness, that Sirius Black sounds actually very good." And then I said, "Hey, Sirius Black is copyrighted on Warner." Yeah. So, but let's do Sirius Black, so the Sirius Black, right? And then everybody agrees. So we had sweaty nights because I copyrighted the name to me, right? And we were happy that Warner was not coming, to my house and say, no, it's not possible. So and from this point on, we were Sirius Black. Everybody, every interview is coming back to us. Hey, have you got something to do with Harry Potter? And I said, no, but this is a cool bridge to remember the name, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You see, Timo, now each time when you watch fucking Harry Potter, you will think on my fucking face.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I never saw any Harry Potter.
Me neither.
Never.
So, were you guys at fans at all of the Harry Potter stuff, or no?
Oh well, I have to say really, that this is in the beginning. I was working a long time ago when I was learning the.
Hold on a second. What do you got hanging off your face?
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, on your lip, on your bottom lip.
I don't know. Blood. I was shaving.
I don't know. There's something hanging up there. You got like a tentacle coming out of your mouth or something.
I think no. It's this headphone.
No, it's attached to your face.
Yeah.
Actually, it will be the fucking big black dildo, and this is the charger for the batteries. What is hanging?
Yeah.
I can add that in. I can definitely add that in. All right, continue.
Yeah, well, anyway, when I was learning the sound engineering, right, because of course I need money for this, right?
Yeah.
So I worked on the post office.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
when the first Harry Potter books coming out, right, we had to deliver them on midnight.
Yep.
So I thought, fucking hell, what's this for a stupid book? But now I have a band with the same name, so fuck off. So
it all came full circle.
Yeah, you see, maybe it's karma or something like this. I don't know.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's karma.
So how did you take that when Roland left and then Thoman ended up leaving?
Well, we are still friends. This had nothing to do that we were fighting or whatever,
Yeah.
But Thoman, he had his fucking back issue, of course, and this is a problem when you're always with your back, when you have always problems, right? Can he play? Can he not play? And then this is the point. Grapow was also on Grapow was this. I'm really good friend with Roland, right? But the problem is here when the bands are collapsing together, right?
Right.
So when you have booked a festival in the Czech Republic, for example, and Roland with Masterplan is in Spain, how you want to handle it, right? This was the same now with Alex Holzwart, because Rhapsody is coming up, right?
Right.
Again. Yeah. So, and that was the reason. So, but we are still talking all together, and we are really close friends. So that's not a problem at all.
Yeah. Yeah, just a business thing,
Yeah, but this was, when you found a band, for example, Roland Masterplan, it's his baby.
Right.
Of course.
Yeah. Right.
And when you have to decide something, then it's really, really fucking hard, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm sure with him, it's like, no choice really, because, that's his thing, he can't just get up and leave that.
That's the point.
So, yeah. Which is totally understandable. But it was still sad to see them go. I mean, I'm a huge Halloween's my favorite band, so it was cool to see. You had Roland there, and then you had one of my favorite drummers with Thoman in there, and I was like, oh, well, this is going to be a really great band.
And one of your favorite bass players, it was me.
I didn't even know who the hell you were. I'm sorry.
Fucking hell. Go to hell. Timo, can we do a conversation between two real men?
Yes, we should.
That's the Harry Potter. That's not Timo.
Yeah. Yeah, the fucking Harry Potter.
But I was just looking up stuff about where you came from, like Visions of Atlantis. You came from. I've heard of that band.
Well, Visions of Atlantis I played, but not long. On my band, I don't know. Timo maybe remember it. It's called Emergency Gate. Also a stupid name, but we were in Asia, right? We were really, really fucking big. This was in China. We played in front of 20,000 people each day.
Oh wow!
Okay.
This was Yeah, this was Timo. This was fucking incredible. We go there. We landed with the plane, right? Then everybody of us gets escort to the fucking hotel. In the front of the hotel, the people already were standing and they wanted to touch us, and they give us the small babies that we can touch them and bless them and whatever. It was really fucking strange.
That is really weird. You ever have that experience, Timo?
No, not like that.
Come on! You played stadiums in South America and whatever. So don't lie to me.
You never touched anybody's babies?
No, it's like
that's why Timo isn't hitting any child in the Czech Republic and in Poland, because it could be his.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's very true.
yeah, babe.
You never know.
Yeah,
It gets around.
it gets around.
Man, you must have a big house. You've been walking for like 4 hours.
Yeah, well, I built it right now, so no, but it's cool. I have 270 square meters, so that's fine.
Oh wow, nice.
And I don't even build one; I built 5.
So you built your studio for this new album, right? I was reading up about that as well.
Yes, well, I was working in the Dream Sound Studios. Okay. I think Timo will know it. I think in music, and they ripped it off, right? Because it was the problem that they built on this place, on this construction area, a big hotel, right? Mm-hmm. And so I said, okay, I build now my own house, right? And I do in the bottom of the house my own studio, because it makes things very, very fucking easy. When I have an idea at 2:00 in the night, I just go in the bottom and I record, right? Yeah. Or mix or whatever.
Yeah, makes things a lot easier. This is my studio. This is what I do down here too. It's a lot cheap. It's a lot cheaper as well.
Yeah, of course, but. You build it for you, and I have clients from all the world.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it's just me. I don't want nobody here. That's why I do everything through Skype.
When I said I built 5 houses, look, this is not a kidding.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Yeah, well, this is actually my pension, right?
Nice. So, how did you get involved with Urban? Were you friends with him beforehand?
What again?
How did you get to be friends with Urban? Were you friends with him before you did Sirius Black? Like, how did you get involved with?
Well, we were in contact, right, about Ted Morose, and then he was playing in Bloodhound, right? And we had contact, but Urban was not from the first point on, right? We said, okay, we need a singer, and suddenly Thoman comes up and said, hey, Urban, and I said, wow, why not Urban? Yeah, let's go. Ask. And Urban decided 1 week before we asked him to get a serious daily job, right? Mm-hmm. So this was strange. And then we come up, and then he said, okay, I kick everything away. Let's do music again.
Who would have been your first before he picked him? Who would have been your first choice?
We hadn't a first choice, actually.
You didn't have any other people in mind?
We were Thoman, me, Roland, Dominic, and Jan. We were sitting in the studio, right? Yeah. And we were writing songs, and then of course we need a singer, right? Yeah. So that was the point.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I love Urban. I was a huge Ted Morose fan, obviously, from the picture I showed earlier. And then, he joined a couple of bands after that, and then he kind of just disappeared. And then when I saw he came back in this, I was like, oh, thank God he's back. I can, listen to his music again. I'm glad he was doing with you guys, because you guys do the stuff that I like and I listen to. So it's good stuff.
That's maybe because we like it nasty, smelly, and sticky.
What's your favorite band? What got you into playing bass or music in general?
Well, of course, when I was younger, I listened to Metallica, to Megadeth, right? And so I was to be the some kind of a manager from David Ellis. When I was 22, it was the European one when he founded the band F5, if you remember them.
Wow. Who was that?
Huh?
Who? F5?
F5 was the band.
AFI?
No, F5.
F5. What the hell is F5?
Yeah, well, this was a cool band actually, with David Ellefson.
The guy from Seven Dust, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
really, really fucking awesome.
Where are they?
Yeah, they were on SPV Records. And I was there actually, product manager, right?
Oh, all right.
So yeah, and they asked me if I want to do the European management for them, and it turned out in a very good way actually.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I've heard of them, but they were very short-lived. They didn't last very long, I don't think, right?
Well, I think they did two albums,
Yeah.
and then of course David joined back Megadeth, right?
Yeah.
And that was the point.
Yeah. So
Timo
who
should masturbate.
That's the name of his next album. What got you into playing bass? Like, did you play guitar or any other instruments, or was bass your instrument?
Frustrated guitar player. Frustrated guitar players always become bass players.
No, well, actually, it's like this, Wayne. There is a story, behind it. Well, I can say, I met the devil, and I said to him, I want to be the best guitar player in the world. And then and what should I offer for this? And then the devil said, give me your soul. And I said, never. So what I can get for $1, and he said, you can get the greatest bass player on world, right? So no, actually, it was really this was a really strange thing how I came to the music, right? I was playing soccer in the fifth highest league in Germany, right?
Okay.
And I was studying, and we're in the what means in the break, right? Where lunchtime is, right?
Okay, yeah.
Two long-haired guys were standing in the hall, right? And they were talking about music, and I listened to heavy metal music all the time, right?
Yeah.
So I asked, what you're talking about, and so on. And they said, okay, we are searching a bass player, right? And I remember that my mom was a really big Susi Quattro fan, and my grandpa was giving her as a Christmas present when she was 16, right? A bass and an amplifier. And then I said to these two guys, "Hey guys, I play bass." And then they said, "Yeah, just like that." And then they said, "Okay, come on Sunday to the rehearsal." So. And this was really strange because I went home from school, right? I go to my grandma's place and I go under the roof and I search the fucking bass, and the dust right was going away from it. And this was fucking strange. So I went to my mother and I said, how I can tune this shit, right? And she said, there is existing a tuner, right? And then it was pipe inside. Timo, do you remember before the tuners were existing, the pipe?
Yes. I remember.
Fucking hell. So we were. I don't know if you know the. It's a big catalog. It was a big catalog in Germany. Otto, it's called.
Yes, I know.
And you and you have in this catalog, right? You could order the electric the real tuner with battery, right? But it takes 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I had no other choice. I went with the fucking bass to the rehearsal room of the guys, and then there was the amplifier, and I did something, and I said, I have to fix the amplifier. Can you tune the bass? And then they said, yeah, of course, he tuned the bass. And I thought, okay, the points on the frets, right, has to mean something, right? And we did a jam, and I played from the first string, right? The first string empty, the G and the A, right? And I had a rhythmic feeling. This I have all the time. But this was actually the right tunes, right, on the jam. So they were satisfied, and they said, "Okay, you are now a band member." So this was actually like Maria came to the child, right? So and then I was on a school, right? On a bass playing school, and we learned on the first, or we get taught on the first day, right? This is a E, this is a F. This is a fizz and stuff like this, right? Yeah. And then I said, hey, to the teacher, I said, hey, I want to play Metallica, right? And then he said, yeah, you have to learn this for a year, and then you can play Metallica. And I said, okay, then I don't come anymore. I went to Munich and I bought me a book, right, with the for bass players, where the tabulature with numbers is inside, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and 2 years later, I was full endorsed on Ash basis. So I did maybe the good move of life.
Yeah, I guess so. Wow, it's pretty similar to me. I just didn't get as far as you did.
Yeah, well, no,
and also a different instrument.
This is a true story, Wayne. Yeah. This is not kidding. This is really the true story.
I believe you. But it's similar to how I started, because I didn't know how to play drums. I still
don't know.
Wait, stop, Wayne. You are a drummer, and drummer are not musicians.
Well, I hope the Sirius Black album gets canceled and never gets put out. And good luck. Good luck on your next venture.
You know this is the same like with keyboard players, right? Do you know what a keyboard player and a condom has the synonym? What? Yeah, this is easy, you know. With a keyboard player, it's more safe, but without, it makes more fun.
That's true. You don't need keyboards. Although you have them all over your album, so go figure.
Timo don't know how to take this now.
He has no idea. He's probably listening to the album right now and trying to get ideas for his album. He's going to steal all your ideas.
Yeah.
Because that's usually what he does.
Yeah, fucking copy everything.
Timo, do you know what's the difference between riding a bike and fucking?
No.
Yeah, you see, go and ride your bike in future.
Okay.
I don't know how the hell I'm going to make this interview make any sense, but I've had fun.
You see, but the interview is actually really funny, you know. When you see, I don't know what you can use from it, right? But
yeah. I'll find something. It'll be like a minute. I don't even think I introduced you. What's your name again? Mario what? Yes, I know who you are. But these people don't know who you are. Mario Lochert?
Lochert. My complete name is Mario Sex God Lochert.
I'm going to put that on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, well, you can do it. Perfect.
I will do it. When does the new album come out?
Well, I think in the States it's the 14th of February, right? Or February 14th. I think in Europe it's the 31st of January.
Okay. Very cool. So everybody go out and look for that album. It's very good, believe me, because I've listened to it over and over again for the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Actually, what is your favorite song off of the album? I mean, I'm sure you like all of them, but there's got to be one that you really love off the album.
Well, on me personally, I think it's We Stand Tall. This is a a really great song. The lyrics is telling the story from a music from a music group, right? In conflict with the record label, because I think also Timo knows it. The pressure, the success pressure from the label are getting higher and higher and higher and higher, right? And in the end, when you are asking, how much how much we sell, right? Then you get all the time the same answer. There is no sell, not any sell at all, right? So where you recoup your advance payments and stuff like this, right? And in this song, we tell the story about a band in the conflict with the pressure. That's the psychoness what we have to handle as musician, right? We get less advance. We should bring the same production, the same quality of songs. And but of course the money is somehow missing, right? And I think Timo is knowing also Janni from Sonata Arctica, right? The red-haired one who was in Sonata Arctica. It's also a Finnish guy. And he said the last album he did, he recorded in the sleeping room. Because because they, the money was missing. Because you have to make a good video, you have to do a good sound, you have to record drums in the studio, right? And of course the cover is burning, the photo shoots are burning, and stuff like this, and you have to handle those things. With Timo, how was the advance 10 years or 15 years ago? I think maybe 50% more like now.
Yeah, those were the days.
Is it? It's harder to make an album under pressure like that, isn't it?
I don't think it's the I don't think it's the pressure, but the point is, when you have less and less money from day to day, right? And for example, the Magic album had on the first day of release on a Russian illegal website 48,000 illegal downloads.
Fucking
shit.
As 48,000. So this is incredible,
Yeah.
And the internet gets so fast that everybody is saying, okay, I sucked this from the internet. Why I should go in the record in a record store?
Right.
And I was doing a really funny thing actually with AFM. I was doing on 92 kilohertz a version of the Magic album, right? And I sent it directly to this fucking Russian page and to the illegal download page. And the crazy thing is they wrote us back because it was an anonymous address, right? A regular email. And they wrote really, really, really bad, in a bad way back. Hey, thanks for sending us the new Sirius Black album, but this is not the quality what we want to offer on our page.
Fuck.
And this is fucking disgusting.
Yeah, that's
take 48,000 illegal album downloads. This means in total, you lost 30,000 euros.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Is that you think that is that reason why you put album box sets and stuff out so people will hopefully buy the actual product, or is that more of like a label?
No, the box sets I put out, and because we get on the Suite 226, for example, we said no, we don't want to do a box set.
Yeah.
We really want to go just with different kind and colors of vinyls, and we want to release one big cool digipack with special artwork, because of course this packaging costs a lot of money, right? But when it's necessary, for example, like the magic one, that you say, okay, here is a Ouija board inside, here is tarot cards inside, because it's a part of the story, right?
Yeah.
Then of course it's necessary because you want to give a perfect product to the fans and to the collectors and stuff like this, and that's the reason.
Yeah.
So you couldn't think of anything cool to put with the new album?
Yeah, well, I had my ideas actually, right?
Like what?
I wanted to make actually a box where you have where you had in the Second World War what the medicine guys on the fields having right, the metal box, and there should be some barbecue forks and stuff like this, and knife inside and stuff like this, right? But in the end, this costs so much money because you don't want to have a rusted knife or something like this, that I said, fuck it and leave it alone.
Right.
Because 100 euros for a special package is crazy,
Right.
Not even a stupid bass player like me would buy it.
Yeah.
You could just throw a spork in there or something.
Yeah, probably. We could also do a used condom.
No, I don't think you want to do that one.
Yeah, with a straw inside. A straw inside, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're done.
Yeah, well, is it too disgusting for you?
No. You haven't seen my
come
regular
on.
show. You don't know what my regular show's like. This is tame compared to that.
Really?
Yeah, we get pretty bad on the regular show.
Yes,
I do a show with two guys that knew nothing but smoke pot the whole time. Kidding me?
Wow.
And they're always high. Those fucking guys are always high.
Yeah.
All the time.
Okay.
It's disgusting. It's a very bad habit.
Yeah.
And you were sitting between them.
No, they're in another state.
Okay.
Yeah. No, wait, I do the show with them through Skype too. I do everything. I don't talk to anybody. Everything's through Skype.
I hate Skype.
I hate everybody.
Yeah.
As long as I can do it through Skype and I don't have to be near anybody, that's fine by me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's life.
So, any question at all, Wayne? Now for a serious one. Now that you can finish a good interview.
I'm all out of serious questions, but I have a serious black question.
Yes. So tell me.
No, I don't have a serious black question. I'm pretty much done.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much done.
Then I say thanks for the interview. I think it was a nice one, a very funny one.
This was one of the first ones I've ever done with another. Well, I guess I can kind of consider you a guest, Timo.
Yeah, thank you.
It's kind of interesting. I never did one with two musicians all at the same time. That's kind of weird. And you knew each other, so that was cool. It was cool. A little chaotic, but it was fun.
Actually, I thought in the beginning, right, you were kidding with me. Because when you said, hey, do you know Timo Tolkki? And I said, Perkele, what is Satan is doing here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Perkele.
Yeah, it's really him. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really thank you for coming on, and I'm glad you were able to do this. It's really cool. I'm glad to meet you. Yeah, thanks. It was a pleasure for me as well. Also, that you bring Timo Tolkki. So it was really funny. Really, it's a win-win for everybody. Yeah, more or less. I hope you can use the stuff for the interview. I'll have to go through it with a fine-tooth comb. I'll figure something out. That would be awesome. Yeah. Okay, wait. And Timo is gone. There's no more interruption with Timo. Timo, the Timo Potter. I'll call him from now on. Wait, just a second. Urban. Wait. Urban has a jet lag, so he's laying there. Look, this is the studio. Oh, a little jet lag. Oh, poor boy. I think he remembers me. That's the drum room. Oh wow, it looked nice. Wow, you got a big basement there. Wow.
Yeah, well,
High ceilings too.
Yes.
Wow. Nice little tour of the studio. So this is where Sirius Black, Suite what was it, 226, right?
226.
226. This is where it was made. Now,
Wait, I show you to Urban because he's laying there with underwear.
oh no, don't go that far. Hello.
He's waiting from New York.
I know who this is.
Yeah,
Really?
I know who he is. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, he was on the show a few months ago.
He said, Wayne said, you have the worst voice ever.
Oh, I know. He told me all the way over the flight. We were talking.
Really? Awesome.
I think you should find a completely new singer.
Yes. And
I don't think. What's Udo doing? He would sound great in Sirius Black.
Udo, if we want to join to combine us with Udo, and Udo Dirkschneider. Yeah, you know, and here is one of my favorite. I restorated it.
Oh wow, nice.
The original Trace Elliot, right?
Oh,
and
cool.
here in the back, for example, it's the microphone. You see it?
Oh wow, yeah.
And this is built in 1985. It's a full tube of Rode,
Nice.
and this was Urban. This was when I'm right. The copy what they did right from the microphone, what Neumann did right, where they said they can't use it anymore because it looks similar and stuff like this. Rode. What was it? This the NT1.
Well, I don't know why they can't use it. The NT1 is good.
Yes, you see, the NT1 is good. Urban said. So good night, good fight, Urban. Sleep well. So, but now
Yes, he had a
you
long flight.
Huh?
He had a long flight, I think, right?
He had a long flight. Yes, he was. Well, he was. How long took your flight? It wasn't that bad. So it means 8 hours in the end or something.
That's bad enough. That's a long flight. Well, thank you very much for the tour of the studio there.
Yeah, well, this was just a short one. You know, I don't show you the desk incomplete and stuff like this, but it's really nice to work there, and you can show it to Timo then.
I will. I will add this to the show as well. Is that okay?
Yes, of course.
All right, this will end the show then. We have an ending for my show.
Okay, perfect. So, Wayne, then I say thanks very much for the great interview. It was a pleasure for me to meet you. I hope we see us live. To your listeners or readers or whatever, many greets from Germany.
That's right. Oh, and you
Magic.
are gone. Oh, you disappeared for a second.
Okay, so Sirius Black Magic.
That's right. Very cool. And so good luck with the new album.
Thanks a lot. See you soon.
Everybody go buy the new album. It's really good. Trust me. You're going to like it.
Thanks a lot.
All right. See you guys next week.